Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Anno 800. How good of you to join to, our city in despair, I would say. Yeah, it's not quite that bad, of course, but we definitely have a lot of issues right now that we should probably tackle if we want to continue with this playthrough. And of course I want to. First of all, my money is fluctuating pretty wildly right now. There's two reasons for that. The first one is that we had a lot of riots and sicknesses and we needed to repair a lot of buildings. So hopefully this is stabilizing a bit now, as I can't see a single riot and a single fire anywhere right now. So hooray, rejoice! It's not that bad on the streets at least. People are not setting their own houses on fire anymore, at least for the moment. The other problem though is consumption, and we do have quite a bit of that. I mean, first of all, of course, we're already paying quite a bit in our defenses, right? So my warships, for example, cost me 3,000 on the maintenance right now, and my towers are probably around 20,000 when we supply, or when we summarize all of them together in the old world and also in Manolar, plus my ships, of course. It's very expensive to keep all of this up. Influence price is also expensive. Getting more defenses out there is getting tricky because, first of all, we are getting limited by the harbor area. Yes, we can build towers on land, and this is probably what I'm going to start soon, but without influence, it's not going to work out that much. Happiness is another problem entirely that we should also have a look at. Rum, we have reinforced the rum production in the last episode, so we are at 300 tons now, just coming in though, right? So we can see this now on the balance too. We could check it out. We're consuming 26 rum per minute right now, and in Manola we're producing 32. So it's very close. It's too close for me actually to be comfortable. So let's go back to Manola and check out what's the problem here. We do have a total production of sugarcane of 48 in comparison to the 32 that we need. So we actually can build quite a few more rum distilleries. How's it looking with the logs? This is a bit closer here, as there's only a 6 difference here, 6 tons per minute. So if I want to produce more rum, I do need more lumberjack huts. It's incredible really, but we do need them. And they're actually producing at 4 per minute, right? So building 2 more will yield 8 more in total. And this is something I can work with for the moment. Though of course, they consume a lot of space. This is the primary problem here. So I will not be able to endlessly plant now lumberjack huts. Let's go ahead and build 4 more of these rum distilleries. And this will already lead to another 8 plus in rum production. Unboosted, by the way. We still haven't boosted them. And this is something I might actually try out then soon as well, once we're getting on the cap again. I would like to do something else here as well for my trade routes, and that is reinforcing them now with royal galleons. Let's build 2 more. We do have some of them already in the harbor area, and we do have some clippers working here. So we got the coffee, and as we can see, it's delivering 200 tons of coffee. But we probably can deliver more. And let's go ahead and also get us the cruddy snark out there now, delivering that coffee. I'm doing the same thing with my caoutchouc. That is definitely going to increase in volume. And oh yes, rum is just really important. Let's go for Rangoon. So of course I'm going to keep the other ones too, because there's no use in really destroying them now. And we're just going to increase the volume that is possible for us to deliver back and forth. And as we can see, off they go already. Hopefully not too dangerous a journey. It shouldn't be really, as we're on good terms with the pirates now. And I forgot one more trade route, and that is actually the bricks. We have one more here, and Nantucket can also do this. For the bricks, we have almost 300 tons. 300 tons is also the maximum that I can have in Manolar. This is not good. So let's go ahead and also increase my storage capabilities in Manolar itself with some depots. Of course, we can use the normal ones for that. I would like to actually go ahead with the industry zone here that we have over already, and we can then, get us a few more in. Probably not this version though. Oh, here, yes, an explosion. We do have some fire stations close by though. Let's build more. And by the way, this one does not have a connection. Just make sure that we also get this one done. Perfect. So let's get us a few of these depots out there. And probably also... this is not possible. This is possible. And then we have kind of like a road going up there, just for the sake of aesthetics. that we can make a connection here, right? So these are the storages of Manolar, and of course we will be able to build the docklands here too, and then we're probably going to integrate that nicely then into the docklands somehow. I would need the windows first in my industry zone, but that's definitely something. With that, we boost our storage now to 650, more than doubled it. Perfect. And this is exactly what we want, of course, because Panagos needs more volume and we need to supply. You can also check out, some of them are, yeah, not really looking that great on the loading ramps, and as long as we still have some bricks, we should be doing that. Another thing, let's do while we are in Manolar, I think I've done it. Yes, we have done it. So there is a minimum stock of 150 tons of bricks in Manolar, and we should keep it like that. All 4 clay deposits should also be working now, together with 8 brick factories. That's already quite a bit, but we haven't boosted them yet. We might be doing that. Do we have a... yeah, well, we do have +3 on the happiness. That's not going to work out so nicely, unfortunately. We need more bricks in total. Might be using the dockland soon for that. Back in Panagos, we do need to boost my copper and zinc production a tiny bit, because we do need more brass in total. I think for the zinc I've already... oh, perfect. One more deposit we have. This is pretty important, because we're going to need the zinc now too for the brass production. And I've already built me another one of these, so that's fine. Oh, and we're also running low on logs. I might also check it out and just get us a few more of the lumberjacks out as well. Out there in the mountains we have plenty of space. Let's also upgrade that warehouse there. Money wise we're 500,000, so money is actually not that great as well. Another thing that we should constantly check. There is still a warehouse that's probably underutilized, so let's go ahead and also have 2 more here. Yes, it's just even with that, really. Let's build 2 more over there. Of course, we are producing a lot of timber as well, and that means we're capping on timber sooner or later, and that would also lead then to more logs again. Alright, another Royal Galleon coming out. We still have 3 in reserve with that, and I think... no, that's it for now. And one more is coming out. I'm not going to build any more though, because we need to be a bit careful there with the influence. But having that many as a reserve is just great stuff. Alright, we need to continue with fixing the economy there a bit still, and that would be the penny farthings is almost down, and the light bulbs is also almost down, or it's actually down at this point. So once more, 2 things that we need to fix. The light bulbs, let's go ahead with them first, since that's the easier thing to fix. For that we have the filaments, and if I remember correctly we have it up here. Yep, let's go ahead and build us another filament factory. This would lead to another light bulb factory that we can build. With the glass we should be looking better, because we can produce just more. There is my light bulb production, and we can actually go ahead and build me a second one here now. As expensive as it might be, it's totally worth it though. And of course it's also getting boosted to, yeah, build up even more. Penny farthings, this is really expensive and dirty for me, but we need. So let's go ahead and build us another one of these, especially since we're going to get more engineers down the road now. And this will also lead to more caoutchouc consumption once more. So everything is connected here. We're looking at a consumption of 8 now in total, and we're producing 8 in total. So that's only even. We always need to have a surplus though. So even is not going to work it for me. Up here we have our caoutchouc plantations. Let's go ahead and upgrade that warehouse there too. And since I don't have any ability yet to boost them, let's actually boost them by 50%. And I might then just go ahead and build me a couple more over there. Are they still within range? Yes, very good. This is what we need. And here we actually do need that road then going deeper into the hills up there. That's going to be fine, and they're working now. We might be really considering boosting them soon. For that, however, I will need steam motors. Lucky us, in Panagos, the production for steam motors has already started, and we will soon be able to pump out more of them. Right now, we have already 70 tons of that, and we also got 200 tons of the advanced weapons out there. That's just great for some new defensive towers, also for selling a bit. We're low on money, the industry is expensive, so let's just sell some of these advanced weapons there right away. For some juicy income. 100 tons, that's going to be nice, really. The steam motors I'm going to save up, because we're going to need quite a lot of them. Another problem is in the city itself right now, and that is happiness. Some of you have been already pointing this out. Great stuff, that we do need more happy people. It's not looking that great, as basically every workforce right now, every tier is unhappy. Some of those things can be easily fixed though. If we look a bit closer, I've neglected the service buildings, right? So for example, over here, there's no variety coverage anymore, variety theater coverage. So this is something that we probably should be doing ASAP. Alright, of course we should be careful that there is no enemy ship there also in RG's area. And there's my clipper coming in with selling 100 tons, and that's almost 1 million. Great stuff. We can take some bricks with us though, for 7,000. We can afford this, because we are constantly low on bricks right now. No, RG, I'm not going to help you out. Let's also do some quick checkup here. I'm really unlucky, unfortunately, this time with the items. That includes the white flag and also Chef Michel, so I'm really not able to find them up until this very moment. Oh yeah, also, with increased traffic, we will need more piers. I think we do need, though, the glass stove for that. No, we can actually make it work like that. And yeah, let's actually have one in the... Whoa, why is this not working? In the industrial zones, probably not working because of the, yep, the flamethrowers over there. We can still build one here though, for now, right? So those ships can actually enter more often. Let's have one there for the moment, and let's actually also have then another depot here, so it doesn't look so naked. There you go. You can get over there, and we can get the volume over. And let's just see, there's a lot of coffee getting over to Panagos. There's the cotton. The cotton I don't need to increase in volume, really. It's all about rum and coffee for the moment. Also caoutchouc. I think this is the one. This is the one for bricks.
Effort is everything.
Now, of course, variety theater. Let's just check it out. We do have actually quite a few of them. The last one is over there, though. So I will need one for this whole area, too. And let's just make sure that we get in as many as possible. I think we will need to move those guys away a bit. Let's move them... not the artisans though. The artisans I would like to keep a bit closer to the theater, to where things are actually happening. And that would be then here. And this is a nice spot for a theater. We could have it like that, looking towards the tiny road that we already have, or towards the main road. Let's have them look towards the main road and have a smaller back street there as well. And then we probably can also add some ornaments, some smaller ones. There is one for the theater, a smaller side park perhaps. This is not looking good. Alright, with some fountains I think it's looking a bit better. And we could then also have perhaps a flower pot or some normal trees here as well. This might be a bit better. Over there, and then probably... Ooh, they definitely will need to have though the same paving. And what I also would like to have is, yeah, here we have some space actually for perhaps some smaller stands. Speaking about that, wait a second, there is something else that we can add, and that is one of these columns there. This is where basically you get the latest news and stuff like that. And I might actually have another thing here, like a clock tower or something. Just that this theater is looking a bit more presentable. And then of course we do have some market stands that we can add. Here in this row, just on the side of the hospital, I think we can do this. With a drink snack, and perhaps also sandwiches, or... Where's the food one? A bakery. The fresh morning bread that you can get, and perhaps also a farmer stall, or some flower stalls. Just something that makes it a bit more presentable. Some grocery. And some trees in the back to also hide it a bit. Just some smaller thing for people to purchase goods if they like to on the streets of Panagos. So one area has a theater now. I think we do need more though. Oh, over here there is barely any coverage. I think it goes all the way up to this area there too. Yep. So here we definitely need one. And then it's... Oh yeah, we cut off those people there with a pub. So this is something they need actually in this area. So let's give them a pub to increase the happiness. And I might also add then another theater to this region there. And as we can see, it would probably be a good spot to have it here. Once again, beside the hospital, why not? There's 2 workers, let's move them a bit. And then we can squeeze in once more a theater. It's never really central, is it? Might then actually, let's just have it like this. Having a bit of a room there to the hospital then as well. And on the back we can also have then an exit. And the entrance. And this one really just has some statues. Not every theater needs to look majestic or anything, even though the statues do add a lot already. Very good. Increasing happiness a bit. Yep, it's looking okay. The artisans are now at 0, so they're indifferent. I think up there, this district does not have a theater yet, and they definitely need one. And that's it then. Yeah, one more theater. I mean, of course, those theaters can add up in expenses quite a bit, but of course, they're just very much needed. We do have some farmers here that we don't need, and I can then just take those artisans a bit further over. And this makes enough room here, actually, for another smaller city theater that we can then have just like that, probably. It has its entrance here, but of course, we will also need some back entrances there to extend the reach, of course, of this one as well. Alright, finally we can also upgrade again, so let's do this. We have still way too many artisans that can be, of course, better used as tax-paying engineers. And we still have 6,000 of them, so I would like to go ahead and use some of my bricks that we have. There's some workers here that we should also upgrade. And I'm just still going to make sure that we're not upgrading to investors at this point, because I think it will just trigger another difficulty spike with the AI, and I want to build the steam shipyard before I upgrade. This is pretty important to me, but we're still going to wait a bit because I need to get my economy sorted, and having only 1.5 million is not going to be that great once we want to build the large shipyard, for example. 200 workers, that's not going to be much. We built the theater over there though, so I could have a few more artisans in this district because they profit from that. And that, of course, would be helpful then as well for their happiness. And when it comes to electricity, we do have the power plant in this area. As we can see, the whole area is electrified. That's great stuff. This is going for the investors, and I will need another one here, probably instead of this marketplace then, that we can easily replace with something else. These guys don't want to upgrade right now because there's then the university coverage, or short again, so we're probably going to need another university district somewhere over there and somewhere over here then. So 2 more universities. Let's just check it out that we can do this somewhere here. Of course, going for hyper efficiency, we could just build it here now and call it a day, right? But that, of course, is not really beautiful looking. So let's get rid of the workers. We still have some space over there where we can get those workers in. And instead build us a smaller university park here as well. So the university kind of like is in the middle of it. Right, looking towards the main road, that's fine. I still, up to this day, don't know where the front entrance is. I think it's this side, actually. Wait a second. I think we need to still move this one around to like that area, right? And then we can go ahead and just have some nice, beautiful park surrounding the whole enclosure. So it's probably the enclosed greenery. I'm not going to go with the fences anymore at this point. All around it. Right, and in here we have then a smaller park. This is, by the way, a smaller entrance that we can still have that goes into the back of the university. Something like that. And then we can just have some nice fountains here in the center. Having one on that side and one on that side. Together with some greenery. Perfect, and some grass. So just in temperate groves that add some grass as well, where the students can also sit and enjoy the day, having the fountain, and that's the university district over there. I think this is just much better. It's not that efficient, but of course, efficiency is not our primary goal all the time. That's one area. And then we, of course, still need another university over here then. I think this might actually be more important. University goes up to to this area with 100% coverage, so having it here somewhere would probably be a good bet for a second one. And I think we might just squeeze it in here, and this can actually be just a smaller university. Let's get rid of the worker, and let's just move the artisans a bit further over, like this. And then we can just really copy one here. So this is going to be a hyper-efficient university for that district, right? But it's adding up. Now, artisans are actually happy now. That's great stuff. Workers still not that much, and engineers also not that much at the moment. The one thing that we can do, of course, we do have some items already that we can use. There is a marketplace and a pub right here where we definitely don't need them anymore, right? So we do have the market and the pub over there for this district. There is another one, and the engineers, of course, don't need it. So let's get rid of both of them. And instead, let's have, for once, instead of the marketplace, we can have this town hall. I'm not going to have any special ornaments other than the main entrance that is already ornamented, as we can see, right? So there's already some beauty building around it. We might just go ahead with an enclosed greenery or something around the side or at the sides of it. That makes a bit sense to me, and perhaps also the back of it, something like that. And this one here, yep, we do have Elliot, Blitz, the security engineer, 10 happiness. And also reduction for fire, illness, and riots. And we can get a lot of them in here, as we can see, right? And with that, we do get a bit of a bonus happiness for this district, at least, leading to an overall unhappiness of -5 now only. So this was quite successful for that area. There is some better town halls down the road again that we can add that have more range, right? But this is a nice starting add. And attractiveness +5, variety theater, maintenance reduction, nothing really important. With the university, we can add more engineers. I would like to do this especially here in the core area where we have the bank also, right? And this is where people really profit from that building also. All around it. I think up to this main road there, we can have all of them upgraded if possible. There's some workers there still. Yeah, we will need to build a few more. And these guys here. Very good. That was another huge block here of new engineers now coming in. Now, of course, the thing with the bricks is really bad right now, so we do need more bricks. And for that reason, we will probably need more export offices. And actually, that's a good thing, because we can start to use another good now to get us the bricks in and upgrade that good then as well in the future. So we need another export office. Probably, yeah, let's try to fill it in the back a bit here. I will also need to get rid of that commute pier short-term wise. It's not in my protected area though, I think. We could have it in the unprotected area. It probably gets destroyed again at some point. We'll just see, right? Let's keep it over there, because I really need a tiny bit more space in my harbor area. And then we have the repair crane here, that's fine. And then we have the export office that we're probably going to add then here, right? So we can have up to 2 more then. That's okay. And then we can have those depots on the side. And the cool thing is, yeah, we could actually make it like this, right? And then have those depots looking like that, because they can share their respective harbor area. So that's workable. And then the repair crane as well, leading to some piers then in this area too. It really depends on where we get the big shipyard at some point. But one of these costs me actually 30 tons of bricks, so we can't even build an export office at this moment. Archie, I think, has he recovered from my latest purchase? He has not. So we will still need to wait it out there just a tiny bit right now to get the 30 tons in. It's incredible how low it is. We're producing actually 12 per minute. Right, so this is... Oh, wait a second. And clay-wise, it's also capped out. So there's really not that much we can do right now, other than getting on other islands. But yeah, we can't defend them. So I can't base my... Holy cow. I can't base my industries on islands that I might lose. It's just too fragile. There's the 30 tons. So let's build me another export office over there. Just very good. And with that, I mean, yeah, he's coming in 16 minutes. That's going to be fine. We need to decide on something that we can export as well. It needs to be something that we produce in Panagos and in high quantities, right? And it needs to be something that we can also upgrade to get more export offices in. I think with the weapons we might have a good deal here, because we can produce them in high quantities. The sales would be another one, but it's not that valuable, right? Advanced weapons, of course, is very valuable, but the quantity is not very high. So upgrading this to the highest level is a lifetime goal that we could have. So I think we might actually go with something really like something that we produce quickly in high quantities. We will have steel forever, and weapons might be actually one of those new goods. Let's check it out where we have our clay now, because I think at this point we should be able to import it. There it is. And I would like to import them. It's just a matter of how much. Let's go ahead with 100 tons of weapons, and this leads to 400 tons of clay every 20 minutes. And I would really like to make it like so, because we can use the brick factories on top of it to produce steel beams with the trade unions in the future. So let's have a look at that. Here we do have our brick factories, and let's just copy as another 4. That would be another... Wait a second. There's this... Let's actually move this one a bit further over, so that we have a good amount of space in the area where I can just get us another block of these here then, right? Oh, come on. Give me that block. And there would be room for another block still. Let's have another warehouse there, because they're going to be quite loaded. Yeah, and this leads to a total consumption of 4 clay per minute, which is 40, which is 80, which is around 100 per cycle. So I can actually go ahead and build me another full block of these. And even then, we're not reaching the potential of the docklands yet, right? So you really can import a high quantity of that. We're still having, yeah, a bit of a buffer there. But my other goal is also to level up the weapons there at some point now. That would be something nice. We don't need that many weapons anymore. We need more advanced weapons in the future, so we can use it now for getting those bricks in. So far, so good. It's coming along. And where is that Chef Michel? Stay tuned.